And welcome back, everyone. Weplay TV Hearthstone League Season 1, Day 2 today, and I'm your host Bafik, joining by Firebite from Team Archon, oh my gosh, and Indren from Team London Conspiracy, and we're gonna see the Game 3 between JustSaiyan and Tempostorm Eloise, boss from Tempostorm, right? Yep. So as Firebite noticed, gonna be a team battle, team kill, or something like that.
Yeah.
And are you gentleman enough to lose to Eloise right here? Or you don't care and you just like...
Yeah.
I think you don't care.
Really? I think JustSaiyan's a gentleman. I mean, he'll probably just throw, right? Because he's gotta like... It's his teammate, his friend.
Yeah, so we don't have any time to talk about it. We're just going right into the game. And JustSaiyan opens with his Hunter and Eloise starting with Warrior.
So, do we know the deck list? Is this a hybrid hunter or is this a face hunter? Because Worgen Infiltrator is a card that could be in both.
Yeah.
I think it's actually a hybrid.
Okay.
Yeah, Indren knows everything. Indren is like sneak peek into the decks.
Wow.
Sometimes. So yeah, speaking about gentlemen, getting this Worgen Infiltrator on the turn 1 is not a good
This matchup is pretty tricky for the hunter usually to navigate, but
yeah.
Sometimes they can manage it against the patron, because there's a lot of times the patron, they don't have the card draw like they used to, so sometimes they can kind of run out of steam.
So you're definitely in a hard spot right now. Those unstable ghoul can be killed only by something like Eagle Horn Bow.
Yeah, well, lucky for him, he's got the Eagle Horn Bow, so he can take care of that problem. But after that, it's going to be really hard for him to develop anything, because it's just going to get smacked down by Deathbite.
Yeah, that's very true. So is it time to roll Huffer then trade? Then I don't know. No, I'm just... I don't care.
Probably wouldn't.
What are you talking about, retarded caster? Sorry.
I mean, Leok would probably have been the best.
Leok would be like the play there, but yeah.
It's kind of YOLO, but...
Yeah, but you still can drop it, you can trade into the Armor Smith next turn and drop something. Feels good, man.
The tempo of just Deathbite into Dread Corsair for Eloise is going to be so huge. Being able to slaughter an animal companion and then develop a 3/3.
Yeah, and imagine if she draws a patron, then it's just over.
Oh yeah, then she has patron, Enraged, and then the Whirlwind off the Deathbite. She just populate the board with everybody in here.
This play kind of plays more around Deathbite than just companion.
What do you think about not attacking here with the weapon into something like Armor Smith? I mean, he's gonna get punished, it seems, for that play.
Yeah.
Looks like he really wants to get the value out of the bow and just make sure that the secret can get procced and get more charges.
But it's actually turning to a bad spot for JustSaiyan by not hitting the Armor Smith, because now he gives more armor to Eloise, for sure.
Yeah, well, he's got the freezing trap, so he's able to then maybe pick up one of these and then be able to swing the bow at 2 different minions. And it looks like he's trying to gear towards a value game. That sort of play, which is kind of interesting with an Arcane Golem in your hand.
Yeah, but I think, yeah, he does play Highman as far as I can recall.
Sure.
But
So
let's
he's
be
really
honest.
hoping to find it in time.
Yeah, he needs the
Yeah.
Highman to
But
win.
let's be honest, he has like 2 animal companions. It can turn the game pretty easily if he
Yeah,
hits
it's
the right.
not a bad turn 6 for sure.
Yeah, if he hits the right companions for himself.
Yeah,
Yeah, it should be good. Should be
just
good.
needs to adopt the right pets.
Yep. So if you're Eloise, are you just going for Lotep? This seems
Oh,
like
yeah.
the best play here. I mean, I don't know what she's thinking about besides that.
She could probably just not attack with anything, just load it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not even the weapon. I think it's fine just to hold it.
Do we know? Is it like explosive, right? Should
No, it's
be-
freezing.
Oh, it's freezing. Yeah,
Yeah.
I can see.
Hybrid Hunter typically runs like 2 copies of freezing, so you generally expect it to be freezing. So yeah, I would love to see just like Lothab pass, because like sneaking 3 damage through the freezing trap doesn't seem worth it. You want to wait until you can actually punch through with like a reasonable amount of damage to then break the freezing.
Yeah, and she does that. Yeah, you're just attacking here, then trading with Armorsmith, it seems. And do you play Juggler here? I don't think so.
Maybe
Okay.
you just go ham.
Yeah.
I mean,
Maybe you
you gotta
just
use
have
your mana somehow, right?
Yeah, go ham or go home, right?
Yeah,
Exactly.
So
Well, that was half.
could have gone more ham, but chooses not to ramp Eloise.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, he knows all of the late game in this deck. He knows
Yeah,
that there's the
yeah.
Sylvanas and the Rag, so
And the Rack
Makes
already in
sense.
the hand of Eloise. This Rack, hit face, baby. Hit face.
Rag's pretty good against Hunter when you think about it. They have a hard time sinking 8 damage into a minion.
Yes.
So
I mean, it's not good if you're like struggling, but you have like okay stabilized. It's really strong.
Yeah, let's say if your like deck position is really not bad, then that
yeah,
should be.
as long as you have something to clean up Haunted Creeper. Because that's the worst feeling in the world when you have a Ragnaros and it's just shelling 1/1 spiderlings.
Yeah, he hits in the Haunted Creeper, then he hits in the Spiderlings. Oh.
Yeah, all one at a time.
Yeah, feels bad, man.
Think you just use an inner rage here.
Yeah, using Inner Rage on Shredder.
Yeah, just play a shredder.
Yeah, and just develop your own Shredder. Just seeing. Oh man!
Oh my god, control.
Control Hunter incoming!
I mean, that's gonna work really well towards JustSaiyan's game plan of being like, the
Oh, that's a high main.
yeah.
Man, but
But you play that for
You
sure.
play Hyman, yeah.
yeah, why not? But I mean, he
No-brainer.
floats one of his mana most of the times. When you look at his turns, he floats mana each turn. I mean, that's a bit awkward
Yeah.
for him.
Yeah, Eloise doing a good job making sure that his turns are always kind of awkward. Man, that Lothab coming down for the second time, and the second time in a row just completely
Yeah,
makes
that
JustSaiyan's
really
hand
hurts.
unplayable.
Yeah.
Those Animal Companion has just been in the hand from the beginning. Usually that's not the case.
So you can. Oh man, does execute changing the plan? I mean, I was thinking about playing
You
Gromash
gotta get
here.
8-drop down. You just float too much mana if you don't play one of these 2 8-drops.
So what do you prefer here, guys? Like playing Gromash after you like trading with Shredder and enraging, or you just go
No.
with like.
I like either
Ragnaros.
Ragnaros or just Gromash in a rage right to the face.
Yeah, it's face. You don't trade if you play the Grom.
Yeah.
I love how
I
you.
wouldn't mind seeing the Grom here actually.
Yeah, I love how you're like going face.
I mean,
Because like it's gonna be tougher with the 2/2s for Rag to get another hit. But
yeah.
I mean, if
Yeah.
Rag hits face, she might. Yeah, she has lethal anyway, so
Oh, nice.
And yeah, now she has
Rag
lethal
knows
next
what's
turn.
up.
So is there
How much
no,
damage is
wait,
this?
is this possibility? If he hits like double huffer, right?
Forward.
This first one?
Oh
Go
my
for
God.
second one. Is that
Wait,
actually?
It might
Wait.
be enough.
Yeah, if he goes
You have
for
8, 10,
no, it's
16,
one off.
It's
Yeah,
one
yeah,
off.
but-
One off, yeah.
Bad, man.
But it was good. It was overhyped a bit, but yeah.
Yeah.
But let's imagine that happening. I mean, double
Yeah,
huffer,
you might,
arcane
you
golem.
might just unleash.
It's actually happened. What the fuck? I'm sorry, but I'm just saying that. I mean, there is no freaking way that happening, and he's now one off. Just imagine, guys,
I mean,
if she would be not like 19
we know
but
the game is
18.
slower, but it's pretty
Oh,
1 damage off lethal.
always one damage. Always as
yeah, I
huffer,
think unleash.
as hunter. Oh, she should trade with Shredder, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the grill. Not good looking grill, but yeah.
Is that a grill?
That should be a grill.
The Dark Peddler?
The dark.
Are you sure that's not a
Is it?
dude? I
Ah,
Well,
I don't see any boobs on that card. I don't know what you were talking about.
she holds one in his hand, right?
I don't know, man. I got more cleavage than that card.
I don't know what we are talking about, but the double huffer at the end, the very end of the game, that was really. I mean, just imagine if that would happen and if it would be enough damage. I don't
It
know.
wasn't.
I
It's
would-
ridiculous.
I would completely like disappear. I don't know.
When Hunter is able to hit you for 12 with a high main on board and it's not enough.
Yeah, feels
Yeah,
bad, man.
that feels bad.
Yeah, but
But-
that's like you just. I mean, maybe it's you, Firebad, because you said he can never find one damage. Hunter can never find one damage, and again, one damage of lethal is Hunter.
Yeah, that's pretty unfortunate, but Yeah, I thought the Patron Warrior did a really good job too. Like Eloise using that Lotha multiple times to just completely stop JustSaiyan's hand was really, really strong. And it was like a good read to get the Lotha freezing trapped after you got it freezing trap, or after you got it played and you saw JustSaiyan had nothing to do, and then you get it played again. Yeah, I thought it was really well played from both sides.
And JustSaiyan just goes with the rogue here, and it's actually pretty good. We already noticed that, right? Against
yeah,
patrons,
it's good against Patron.
feels good, man.
But I mean, like it's not as good against Rag and Boom.
Yeah, well,
Stuff like
Assassin's Blade's pretty good against Patron.
Oh,
Shredder's really good against Rogue though, and Ragnaros comes to the hand. Senor Del Fuego, he is pretty good against Rogue.
yep, definitely good. So you also have like turn 4 play. You have coin along with that. I mean, you have Violet Teacher, which is obviously good play, and Eloise just drops the Armor Smith here. Then she can go with Fiery Vorax with Corsair if she wants to, right? In a couple of turns.
And JustSaiyan just holds the dagger so he can like deadly poison eviscerate the armor smith if he wants. Or deadly poison.
Yeah, he can easily take care of this.
Yeah.
type of this, yeah.
So pretty good
Yeah.
curve we must consider from Eloise. I mean, she just curves perfectly.
Yeah, both players have exceptional hands. We're in for a treat today, boys.
Yep.
But
I hope we do something similar in real life. Maybe get some tickets. Lottery tickets, man. Win some
Oh,
money.
lottery tickets.
Yeah, of course. Why not?
I was confused.
Redder, the obvious
Yeah.
play.
Oh yeah.
What are you thinking about? Football tickets?
Yeah, I thought we were gonna go see a football game.
Oh yeah, we do that every day. Why not?
Don't tease me like that.
Yeah.
All right. Violet Teacher comes down. I guess you swing.
Oh,
I guess not.
well,
You got the flurry.
you read that.
I read that one wrong.
I know how you know.
I guess you can run Violet Coin Flurry, but
Seems pretty sweet.
yeah, you kind of want to save that Flurry.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I was thinking, like, maybe just use the daggers so you can get the Assassin's Blade up.
Yeah, I thought
eventually.
the Assassin's Blade would be obvious next turn, but
Everyone runs Assassin's Blade. Nobody likes to use
Yeah.
it. I don't know
Yeah.
what is going on with that card. It's in everybody's deck, but nobody plays it. Maybe
They
I'm
just-
not doing this right.
They just love the concept of the card. They love the card
Sure.
looking.
It does look nice in the hand there.
Yeah.
It's true.
So they want to hold it for long.
All nice and green.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
I have no idea what you mean.
You just noticed that.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, second teacher.
so she can't kill the teacher.
She doesn't
can't.
have.
Yeah.
Yeah, she doesn't really have a good.
She doesn't have really anything to
yeah.
do. It's actually a really
It was
shitty
like-
turn.
No
if
answer
she had like
here.
a battle rage here, that would be disgusting. Because then she'd be able to like buff up the thing to be able to trade in while drawing cards. Would be really good. But
Wow.
yeah, letting a Violet Teacher live never feels very happy.
I mean, the more deep we are going into the tournament, I mean, it's only second day, but I see how patron warriors who are getting this Ragnaroses, Sylvanas, are getting punished by getting all of the big threats in the hand and cannot do anything.
Yeah, it's looking pretty dire for the patron player.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, especially after a sprint comes down from JustSaiyan, just like not even surrendering board control
Yeah.
while sprinting is ridiculous.
Yep.
And he can do something like assassin, prep, Tinker, just hit face. He has flurry. Like
Oh, what do you think
it is
about?
just so strong.
What do you think about Patron Taskmaster? Is there in any universe you just played it?
I like it. It forces your opponent to Blade Flurry, and they don't even have a dagger up. So you know they have to spend 2 mana daggering, you know they have to spend 2 mana Blade Flurrying, and then
And you still
They have
have
to
a
have a weapon
drop.
buff,
Yeah, and
so-
then you have a drop to follow.
yeah, exactly. Then you just follow it up with the 8-drop. So you're just forcing their turn to be removal, which allows you
I
to-
like just going for assassin split here and Tinker, prep Tinker maybe. Just hit
just
face.
go face. Yeah, it's not like your opponent can kill you.
No.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
we've not seen that play yet from people though. They're very tentative about getting that assassin's blade out there.
Yeah, sounds like something defensive, but I would go, yeah, definitely for a.
I mean, you
aggressive
definitely
play.
got to be afraid of doing plays like that because if they Harrison Jones you or something, you just die. So it's like,
I mean, you
very-
gotta expect them to have talked together, right?
yeah.
Not
So then she should know if there's. I mean, he should know if there's a Harrison or not. So.
Yeah, because they run pretty similar decks. We already noticed that. I mean, maybe it's even the same deck.
Yeah, it looks like he's going the aggressive
So
route.
yeah, but is he gonna trade? Yeah, he's just trading here.
He's probably just thinking the only way I die, that damage hit the face, and he gets like Grom in a rage.
Sure.
Oh,
Shit,
Lothep.
that's-
Is
The
it?
Lothep
No,
seal up.
you just go for Ragnaros right here.
Yeah, you definitely just rag him in the face. Because that's like damage that might not always work out, and then maybe sets up lethal for Grimash on the following turn. Because you got 10, 13, 16 damage, so then you just need to find an activator for Grom, and
And
that's
you're
all
done.
she wrote. Yeah. But we do know JustSaiyan runs 2 heal bots, and she probably knows that as well, considering they're teammates. So the all-in routes are kind of scary. But at the same time, what else is she gonna do, right?
Yep. Thinking.
Yeah, if she plays Rag, he can do something like Healbot, Zap, and I think that will set up lethal if Rag.
Is she
gets
actually
replayed.
thinking about Lothebing here? I mean, to prevent herself from dying? Is there any way for to deal 20 damage? I mean, because she was thinking too long. It's either Lotheb or Ragnaros, right? You
Yeah,
cannot
yeah.
drop Gromash here.
Lotheb seals out your opponent, so if it sets up lethal while sealing out your opponent,
I'm
it's not
I'm
a
just
bad
trying
play.
to wonder why did she took so much time to think about it. I mean, that's what only my thoughts is about Lotheb.
Are we gonna see Healbot, Zap? Like he still dies to Grom in a rage, but is there anything better that sets up the lethal?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. Yeah, this
I like
is
it. I like it.
Yeah.
Just playing your odds. It's so unlikely.
So
And-
Grom in
Oh!
a rage, only out. Oh!
Oh my
And
god!
Eloise takes it with the inner rage top deck.
Is that like
1 in 19?
I mean-
2 in 19. There was 2 inner rages, right?
yeah? But
2
why?
in 19?
No, it's not like how much? One. No, did she play already one? No, it was two.
No, it is,
two.
yeah, there's 2. 2 in
Yeah,
19.
there was two at 19.
I mean, sometimes you
Okay.
lose to the 10%er, so.
Yeah, but Eloise gets game number 2 and just sticks with the warrior and rogue from Saiyan gone, and he must play mage, which we actually
It's a freeze mage.
Yeah, it's a freeze
Freezing.
mage.
And, you know,
So-
freeze mage is really bad against warrior, but what makes it even worse is when they tech in that Ragnaros.
yeah. I mean, text Ragnaros there and
The Ragnaros is
just
doing
hit.
so much work in this this series. Like, that tech card choice really paying off for Eloise.
So
I mean, it is like it's not unwinnable. It's not like against control warrior, but still.
it's actually a lot of players. What do you think? A lot of players says that it's all about getting like double armor smith stocked, and then you gain as much armor as you can. Is it like that, or you just go much more
You
aggressive?
usually
and
wanna
build?
combo them with something in Patron.
So we want
And
to lower.
it's a
the-
lot harder now if you don't have Tharasan, but like it's still manageable. Have a lot of whirlwinds.
Yeah, usually you can get like a turn down where you have like maybe a frothing berserker up, and then you like play Lotheb, and then
Yeah, and they can
just
do
causes a
anything.
lot of trouble for him because protecting a frothing berserker under a Lotheb effect is a ridiculous amount of potential damage. And then there's also the armor gain that you can do, and then on top of that, whenever you play Rag, they have to kill it.
Yeah, they
That's
can do
crazy.
anything. Yeah.
So not only does that card gain you 8 life in the matchup, which is pretty huge,
Yeah, it
with your
also
armor
deals a
smiths and
shit
stuff.
ton of damage.
Yeah, it also just freaking kills him. Like, it's 8 damage charge minimum.
The patron can usually draw a few more cards than the freeze mage. But usually as patron you don't want to like draw insanely ahead, because then sometimes the freeze mage can just do the fatigue game, and he has Reno as well, so
Yeah. So, is your plan to go into fatigue already? I mean, you're running Reno, you have a lot of burst, you have Torch in the future. I mean, Pyroblast in hand already. Is there any possibility just to build the game around going into?
I think it's kind of early
Fatigue.
to say. You usually just do the same shit. You just roll first, see what happens, then you choose the best line of approach.
I'm just trying to wonder when you just decide to go to fatigue game in this matchup.
Usually, the patron warrior can decide on fatigue when they feel like they have all the answers, which means they're going to need both of their armor smiths basically and both their executes, because you need to execute like Antonitis and Alexstrasza, for example. So you need to have your executes, and if you don't have them in time, you can't really decide on just stopping drawing cards, because those are answers that you're going to need. So then you usually just keep even with the freeze mage, and the freeze mage tries to draw into those threats before the patron draws into the answers. So it usually isn't decided that you're going to fatigue until later on in the game, unless your deck is specifically geared that way.
Yeah, I know some good patron players who keep execute in the opener against freeze mage.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like one of the most important cards in the whole matchup. It's just, it allows you to be able to decide if you want to go to fatigue or not.
Wow, that's interesting. I didn't actually notice that. So Torch on Acolytes. I guess it was a good play there. I mean,
Yeah, like these
there's
death rattle minions like Shredder, they're pretty good against freeze mage.
yeah,
Survive
they
an
stick
AoE.
on board. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to see Eloise like make patrons here, and then maybe try and just like Lotheb next turn with the just 2 patrons up. Because if your opponent doesn't have like a good way to answer it, and you stick the Lotheb this early, you can put on a lot of pressure really fast.
So just go with Patron, Coin, and Whirlwind, right?
Yeah, one of the main upsides is you actually get to like connect Shredder to the face instead of having to like trade into the loot order, so it pushes a lot of extra damage just in the immediate sense there.
Yep. But then we see all the answers in a Saiyan hand. He already has like Con of Cold, which
Yeah,
he can cast, and then
Yeah,
he
it
can
doesn't
Flame
really
Strike.
answer.
it doesn't really answer that. All he's gonna do is make more patrons, and then she slams down Lotheb.
Yeah,
and
true.
Then he's
Yeah,
a
but
goner.
you're trying to like freeze him until the Flame Strike, right?
Sure, but
Anyways.
you can't freeze him if they Lotheb.
Yeah. You just go with.
Interesting thing
Noah.
about the Reno version is, the Torch version is that sometimes the Roaring Torch can actually be annoying because you want to draw into your AoE and stuff, and it reduces the chance to do that by putting an extra card into the deck.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to see it coming that early, for sure.
So
So,
that's 10 damage. What do you do?
are you like about to freeze this board with the Frost Nova? And
It looks
playing
like he's
some-
going for that Thalnos Kona Cold he's thinking about, or maybe just putting up double secret. Like, if you don't expect Lotheb, then you double secret, but he must have, like, a sneaking suspicion that there's a Lotheb, because that's a really aggressive patron push. So, I like just cleaning up a little bit there, but... Yeah, I still think you just Lotheb here. Lotheb into Boom seems like a really good curve.
Yep.
And it's turn 7 for JustSaiyan, and he's the Freeze Mage player,
Yes.
which is
So-
important turn because then Lotheb can't, or Lotheb actually prevents the Frost Nova from being played. So, there's
So that's literally no way we that like deals with it, or he can't freeze the board.
So that means whatever damage on board is going to be pushed through. But
As we can see, he doesn't even have like Saracen or anything to play. So
yeah,
what is he really gonna do? Ping.
Yeah, that would've been-
yes, draw.
that would have been 15 guaranteed damage.
It seems like he's put into Flame Strike, I guess. I mean,
Well, if she would have played Whirlwind there and then Lotheb, then there would have been 2 more patrons, so there would have been 6 more damage, so it would have been 21 damage, and then she puts on the War Axe and it's lethal, right?
Yeah, and then you slam like Doctor Boom and he
Well,
has
no,
to deal with
you don't slam
You don't
down,
even
the
need
War
it.
Axe
Yeah,
in
you
the
just
face
have
and kill
direct.
him.
Yeah, just direct damage.
So yeah, that was a lethal over 2 turns potentially there.
Mhm, yeah, he didn't had like 8 mana, so this perfect turn to play Lotab, right?
Yeah. Lothar with Whirlwind there was lethal on the following turn.
So yeah, we can say
So it
mistakes
looks like
were
he's
made.
not gonna Flame Strike.
Yeah.
So pinging this one-eye pirate.
Now Dr. Boom comes down though, because it's too late for Lothar now, because then it can get Frost Nova.
Yeah, so
Now you
that's
gotta
not
go.
the turn you want to play
Oh
Lotab.
my god, Ragnaros on 8 against Freeze Mage is so dirty.
And look on it, just like you play Doctor Boom and then Ragnaros. How can you deal with that?
Yeah, it's looking really good for Eloise.
The only option is like maybe to freeze and Doomsayer, but then I don't know. If they don't have something like execute, might work out, but not sure. So what do you do here as a freeze mage?
I mean, she gotta deal with that board somehow, right? So I think she has to kill Boom.
Yeah, he.
He. Sorry. Too confusing.
Yeah.
Over 2 turns, maybe set up for Flame Strike.
Yeah.
Then he is gonna get wrecked.
Yeah, Ragnaros is gonna be brutal.
Oh man. So it's like maybe game deciding turn, but I'm not even sure if it's anything he can do here to prevent himself from losing the game.
Well, he's gonna try. He's definitely gonna be one.
Yeah, that's for
Frost
sure.
Nova and like maybe even just like Fireball the Boom this turn. Oh, he's gonna load up the board. I
Oh,
like this.
that is actually
really
This
heads up
is
play.
this is smart.
yeah.
Yes.
This is actually a really great
And
play.
yeah, use Icelands. Yeah,
So
that is
yeah.
definitely the play. That is definitely.
Yeah, I did not see that immediately. That is a really solid play. Just preventing that Ragnaros from being played. Really smart there. And any other card for that matter.
Yep.
So only Inner Rage would be like possibility to kill Moombot somehow here and then play Lotab or something like that.
Scientist is a pretty good draw.
Yeah, so
Don't
now
have
it's just
anything to
Flame
use
Strike
too
and
much.
Scientist.
Oh, those are some very kind boom butts.
Pacifistic.
So we must say that Saiyan found the way to deal with board very good, and that was a hell of a play.
Yeah, that play right there definitely is what's going to give him a chance in this game.
Is it time for Rag?
That's time for Rag, right? You cannot-
Yes.
Yeah, you hit that, of course.
And you also have like Gromash and you have Activator.
Yeah, it's still going to be hard, but he's got a better of a chance now. Pyroblast.
Pyroblast.
Yeah, that's not usually how you want to use it, but I mean,
Yeah.
he understands that it's a high priority threat.
Yeah. Fatigue counts, just saying, is still fatiguing faster than Eloise, though, so...
Yep.
Yeah, not a good situation for sure.
So he...
Oh. Why didn't...
Yeah, if he's...
No. He definitely made a mistake right here.
Yeah, she should have ground Cruel
She
Cast
should have,
first
yeah.
and then pop him at a much lower life total.
Oh, she...
Maybe she was expecting...
now you don't do it.
Yeah, that, you don't want
it's
to pop
not
him
even-
at
Yeah, that's not the way you
Oh,
pop
this
it.
is-
Maybe, I
Also,
mean,
you
maybe she
can't-
was expecting
can't
Ice
make your
Barrier.
mistakes.
But if it was Ice Barrier, right? If it's not Ice Block, then...
Oh, sure, you can't tell, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
that's
that's
true.
true. You can't tell off the scientist, so this is fair.
Yeah.
It's not. It's
Just
not a
take
mistake.
the passive game and...
So, I mean, is it like time to go lots up here, or you just do not really care? You just drop Corsairs, you're powering as much as you can.
You gotta do Lothab on either turns going into their turn 7, so they don't have enough mana
Yeah.
to Frost Nova, or when you pop the block, so then you can kill them the turn after.
Okay, true.
Those are like the 2 timings where you play Lothab in this matchup. Or in
And she
any free
already
matchup.
missed one. Yeah, she already missed one
Yeah,
on the turn
she's
7.
definitely more of a fan of the slower approach to the matchup than the quick one and try and get him with the early Lothab.
Yeah, maybe she didn't catch the point. I mean, by killing him in 2 turns, it is possible to make some mistakes. So, what you're doing here? JustSaiyan.
Well, It's gonna be hard not to get popped. That's for sure.
He already found some tricky play a couple of turns before. Maybe he can find something similar this time.
I
I don't
know,
personally
man.
see. Yeah, I don't personally see that, but yeah.
He could kill the Shredder, and a Doomsayer could come out.
Oh. Okay. Sounds like a plan.
You could try and draw off the Acolyte for another freeze.
Yeah,
Looks like
freeze.
Yeah.
Freeze also would work here.
The barrier.
Is that it?
What?
It's gonna have Frostbolt.
Oh, first ball's the Corsair, so
Yeah, right?
So you see it's at 19, and that's 19.
That's 90 damage, exactly. So it's
yeah,
kind of an awkward life total to leave yourself at.
So she can pop at 3, I
yeah,
guess.
at 3 HP definitely.
Yeah, but she can't play the Lothar while popping, which kind of is unfortunate.
But it's still hard to deal with the board for Cyan,
It would
right?
be
Because
better if she had like a weapon in hand to finish if the board gets frozen. But I think it's good enough, right? It's good
I mean,
enough.
yeah, you just go for it, right? You cannot stick into that.
Even after the fact, you still have a Grom on the field that they have to figure out how to deal with, so that's pretty tough. And you have the Execute that can deal with the potential, like, freeze Doomsayer sort of play.
Yeah, you have Shredder, you have Grom, you have everything. I mean, it's pretty hard to deal with that board. So, yeah.
Vaporize. No.
Oh man, you don't say. Oh yeah, procced at 3, procced at 3. So Cyan definitely need freeze here. Yeah, and he found it.
Ooh, and Schneider's Frost Nova. You gotta do it right.
But
Maybe not.
You're dying to the weapon. You should like, if you're playing consistent game here, you maybe
Even
Yeah.
if the Antonitis sticks, like, Infinite
Yeah.
Fireballs doesn't clean up this board.
Yeah, that's true,
It's not
that's
mana
true. You need-
efficient enough.
He needs. Yeah, he needs.
Yeah, you know you're screwed when Infinite Fireballs doesn't fix your problems.
yeah. So
I mean, he
Eloise-
could do something. Like if it's stick, he could Fireball, Ice
Oh,
Roaring Torch. I don't know. It probably didn't set up for lethal anyway.
yeah. He
Alright,
found.
and the low
She
tip
found.
comes
She
down.
found the weapon, and it sets up the game, I guess. Here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's just too much power, even if you draw Elistrasa.
Oh
So it's
man.
just,
Yeah.
Looks like Eloise is gonna take this one.
So, can we tell that Cyan is a gentleman? I guess we can. After that, 0-3 sweep by Eloise.
I guess.
Yeah.
I guess that's one way to look at it.
I guess this is definitely the way.
I thought he played that really well, though. Like, JustSaiyan had a lot of, like,
yeah.
tricky moments in there where I thought he
yeah.
did well, but it's just a really hard matchup to win. Like, really hard.
That's going on your own face.
Yeah. GG, and Eloise gets game number 3, and that's 3-0 for her. And man, JustSaiyan, yeah, dropping 2 games today. I mean, after 3-0 on Mystery Good, dropping 2 games in a row today. Not feeling good. Not feeling good.
Time.